Pack. What's good? Where my dogs at?
What's
Yo,
good?
what's good?
What's good, FICO?
What's the
Man, we right
business,
here,
man?
man. How you doing,
What's
man?
Yeah, man, what's the deal?
Hey, bro? I'm great. Absolutely great. You know, we coming from the Hilton in the lobby. Well, around the corner. You know, the money never sleep. The chicken don't sleep. So never. We don't take no days off. No matter if we on vacation, if we on the road.
Straight
You
up.
know, we gonna bring these plays and lead everybody to where the money reside. Right?
Right on.
Straight up.
You already
not
know.
sleep.
Straight up.
You already know that.
Straight up.
100%. We had an absolutely amazing week. You know, things started off slow, obviously, as it normally does, because, you know, just like a great boxer would do. The money team, they should call us, you know, with Floyd Mayweather and them. You know what I'm saying? You trying to check and feel where the stocks is moving early in the week, catch a little jabs, and you already know we're going to put that work in going to the end of the week and finish strong just like we always do. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on 18 weeks running strong with at least, at this point, it's multiple 1,000% plays because between Wall Street, Boss Gang, Resume, Shoot Legacy, and myself, I mean, I think this week, bro, it was like maybe 4 or 5. Like, and so we could typically tell the sentiment of people in the pack, because if you're not if you are not used to it, you know, people see red days, they start to panic, things like that. And so, you know, early in the week we get about 90, blah, you know, the room is full, and next thing you know, Tuesday hit is less, Wednesday hit is less. We see confidence start to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get used to it. We think like investors over here. This is the reason why we smack so much. We tell you where the money reside. The money is residing there. You just got to be patient. Things take off exactly like we say they do. You got to stop doubting. You need to start listening. That way, you're going to understand exactly how to get to this chicken and think like we think. Now, before we jump into, you know, futures and do what we do, I want to talk about something real quick that's we've been noticing that's, you know, happening right under everybody's very nose. Former company Facebook, now Meta, you know, I'm gonna call them Facebook. They released some information in terms of haptic VR gloves prototypes. Now I know they cannot be the only ones who are working on these. Boss Gang, you said that there was another company that you had brought up a ticker. Matter of fact, that you had spoken of to the group that's working on haptic gloves, right?
Right, yeah. Immersion, ticker symbol IMMR. They're working on something similar with as Meta is, and what we're trying to do is bring a physical touch to a digital world. So, you know, just want to be able to do things like, you know, we have Nike, for instance. We got the Nike store, the Nike land in the Roblox. So you want to walk into the Nike store, but you want to pick up a pair of shoes, but you want to feel how heavy the shoes are. You want to be able to feel like you walk into a store and have those in your hands at the time, and be able to spin those around and actually say, you know, these shoes are too heavy, or, you know, something like that. But yeah, Emerging is another company that's working on that technology to bring that real world feel to the digital metaverse.
Okay. That's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna play this video real quick. I'm gonna play this video real quick for the people who've not seen this before, and just kind of give you some information in terms of what Facebook is working on.
Here we go, you're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotcha.
And so, as you can see right there, if you've seen the movie Ready Player One, you know and are familiar with, um, and are familiar with, the use of the gloves that, I'm saying, the young man had. I guess it was like his mom's boyfriend or stepdad. Like, he took his gloves, he paid a lot of money for it. He was super pissed about it. So, yeah, they want to, like, not visually, they want to be able to take you into this world where you can feel and get actual response and feedback, to your sense of touch, which is actually going to be pretty dope. How do you guys think, like, personally, I think it's going to be amazing, especially for video games, because if they're going to be working on things in terms of just touch, like the feedback, they already have, like, remember when they had like the rumble that'll come in the controller on the right trigger, whenever you pull feedback, playing Call of Duty and things like that. So if they're going to be able to do that in terms of the hands and touch, I mean, it's not going to be long before they're going to be able to put a full vest and things like that, kind of upgrading that. What do you think what this does in terms of the progressive nature of how fast it seems like things are progressing in terms of building out this metaverse?
Who want to start?
Man, it's gonna be amazing. But no. Let me see legacy.
All right, definitely, man, exciting. Gaming is definitely the main thing that comes to mind. Um, just being part of any world you're doing, building, using your hands, feel that touch, that feel. People know how important senses are. Yeah, I hear an echo too. One second. Yeah, but
With my headphones
yeah,
on,
I got mine too. And it's in you guys type family in the audience, in the comment section. You guys are you guys hearing echo? Kinda am.
oh, you
About you in this
good? You good
room.
now? You good?
Okay.
You good?
Perfect. But yeah, it's exciting.
You good, man?
Gaming is definitely the first thing that come to mind. Just first player shooters, they all seem very exciting. Just imagining that. Another thing that I'm imagining in the meta world that comes to mind is dating, online dating, when you can touch, when you touching people, when you can
Oh,
actually,
right.
yeah, I can see
Okay.
that really booming off of that technology as well too. Like taking that to a whole new level, like from $1 billion industry to a trillion, dang there. But it's exciting, man. It's the technology is moving fast. I can't wait till it's just a whole body suit. You're in a shooting game playing Modern Warfare and you get shot in the back and you feel a little ding in your back. Nothing too painful, I'm sure, but it's exciting, man. Very exciting time to be alive.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from
I
like
think
the
it's pretty dope.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, just looking at it from the economic
no,
standpoint.
go ahead,
Obviously,
Reverend.
oh yeah. Just obviously billions and $1 trillion, but I think it's opportunity for people like us that's creative, that's in the software, in the creative development, design, all those things, for them to get in the game on something brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at it from the consumer standpoint, but we got to look at it from a investment, money making standpoint. How can we get in the game? It's early. So, that's kind of how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, I just want to see how all this, transfers to real world. Like I mentioned, the Nike Land,
Hmm.
and the Metaverse, and people being able to try on clothes. They come out with these digital
It's dope.
clothing collections, and people want to try on these clothes. I imagine there'll be a time when you'll be able to actually go into these stores and rub your fingers together
Nice.
and feel the material
Wow, I didn't think about that.
on
All
the
right, yeah,
clothes
yeah,
Right,
before they
right.
actually
yeah.
get to your house. So one of the problems is with the clothes, you might order, you actually get to have your body scan, see how the clothes are going to look on you before you ever get them to you. Rub your fingers, feel the material, feel the weight.
You
If it
feel the
says
you
that
feel the
this
silk
shirt
on
is
your
two to
body.
That's
three
crazy.
ounces, you get to feel that yeah,
It's gonna get
or
crazy.
even for writing.
It's gonna
So
get
if I were
crazy.
to pick up a pen in the middle of the air, but I want to have some feel like I'm writing with a real world pen or something like that. the possibilities are just flat out endless. You might be able to try on the shoes, have them have touch on your feet, so you could see how comfortable the shoes
Hey
feel.
Yeah,
man, I
it's
just see
crazy.
so
You
many
know,
applications, man.
so
Hey,
Yeah.
man, it's just
you, you got to get
this
your
is
loud. You got to get your
outrageous,
loud from the metaverse, man. You can feel
man.
the different textures.
You gonna be smelling
Right, get
soon.
the different textures.
Lyco, you
Right,
muted, bro.
different textures.
Lyco, you muted. Yeah, that's
Like,
gonna be
nah, this
crazy.
ain't sticky enough.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, you're gonna be over here like Wayne is off. I know what a couple grams
he's
like.
not gonna. He said,
Right.
I smell it.
This is
It's
too
not working.
brittle.
Yeah.
This ain't fresh.
Hey,
Right.
it's
Straight
gonna
up.
be it's gonna be real interesting to see where Zucks and his team and other companies and is fighting for that top spot. Um, whether or not they all want to have like their own individual projects going on, or if
Right.
they eventually come together. It seems like um, if it kind of is, if somebody want to be the top dog, essentially.
Say no Trey 5.
Yeah, right.
Let's
But man,
go.
we you know what I'm saying, you know how we do. We're gonna jump straight into it. Let's get a catch up on what futures are looking like going into this week before Thanksgiving. We know it's a short week. I'm you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, I'm probably gonna have about maybe 2.5 real good live days, Monday, Tuesday, probably just the morning on Wednesday. Obviously, market's not open on Thursday. Most people might be traveling, gonna be caught up with family on Friday. So, we're gonna try to see what institutions will do, and Boss Gang will kind of give us an idea on what the almanac says historically for this week going before Thanksgiving. So let's jump straight into it. Um, let's pull this up. Oh, working. All right. Let's see. Uh, let's see. So for materials right now, we are looking at a little conflict, but it's not much. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to obviously get things back into a little bit of straightening as far as materials are concerned, because we are green on the quarter. We're green on the month. So we get a green day. We'll have a green week. We'll be back in full time frame continuity, which makes what you see right now on the day look like a little bit of straightening. Nothing but a potential TTO working back its way there. As far as communications, man, you can look on the day and you can see the way things are really tightening up and consolidating, especially on the week. But if you look at the month, you are looking at failed 2 up on the month, which would have been a 3-2-2 reversal back up to 86.36. That's not looking to be the case. So if you look at the quarter, you see a shooter, and it did go 2 because of that failed 2 up on the month. So you kind of seeing how things line up. You just got to look at time frame continuity like a stack of dominoes, smaller time frames, not larger time frames, so you visualize where it's headed. So right now it does have full time frame continuity to the downside. Energy right now looking like it wants to have full time frame continuity to the downside. If it can get to 52.69 on the quarter on any time frame, it will have full time frame continuity to the downside. You're going to start to see a trend here amongst a lot of these different sectors. XLF, same situation. It just has to move to 37.63 in order to go green on all time frames to the downside. XLI, money could be residing there. Just got to pay attention to the fact that it did aggressively move up on a quarter to go 3. Right now it is green on a quarter the month, but red on the week and the day. Looks like a double top up around 107.65. Have to pay attention to see what they're going to do with XLI. Now, the money, where the money resides. We told you this a couple months ago that they 100% were keeping everything moving into tech, because we had a failed 2 down on the month. Thing went green ASAP. Back to back 3s on the month. And now you see what happened. That aggressive buying came in, and you're getting all this news that's rolling out, especially amongst the chips, the metaverse, all of that. Institutions, Black Edge, always think like they think. You'll know exactly where the money is moving. Staples right now, we are have a little conflict. Green quarter, green month, red week, red day. So we'll have to see where money is going to go when it comes to that. Real estate, sort of same situation, flat, moving along a volume shelf on the day and the week. Could be a failed 2 up on the month. Right now, we are green on a quarter, green on a month. We're flat on the week, but it is green, and a 3, and it is red on the day. Utilities, we are green on all time frames, full time frame continuity. On healthcare, we have a green quarter, red month, red week, red day, and discretionary money resides over there, looking to work his way back up to 212.70. I don't think we're going to stop there on the quarter. Obviously, it looks like a huge green candle, but if you pay attention to the smaller time frames, it still has some room to move and could move much higher in order to expand his range. Have to pay very close attention there. Obviously, things like HD smacked for a thou wow for us last week. A lot of discretionary stocks made moves, and the money. Just you just follow it, and you know exactly how to navigate where to put your money. So you right where the chicken go. Boss Gang VIP. As far as the almanac is concerned, going into this week, holiday weekend, biggest traveling holiday seemed like for the year. Family getting together, short week. What's the market telling us that historically about what occurs this week?
Nice. Beautiful part is for the people who've been with us for the first couple of weeks, we've been able to give our thoughts on the market and the sentiment. So a lot of times you'll hear people putting a lot of doubt and affecting people's trading and their mentality going into it, giving them this scarcity mindset, or even FOMO when it comes to the fear of losing. But the market likes to go up. We mention this every single week. Statistically, the market likes to go up, and this week will be no different. When holidays come, people are in good spirit, and the market likes to go rippy. People like to make money before the holidays. They like to take a break, come back, and make money after the holidays. Historically speaking, trading Thanksgiving market long into weakness in the prior. So for things that have been getting beat down prior to this Thanksgiving holiday, we can expect those things to make a strong recovery back to the upside. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are supposed to be some of the most bullish days in the market. I would not be surprised if we continue to have this pattern of tons of gap ups after market price action over the weekends, a little pullback sideways action. We mentioned last week that SPY would probably hit an all-time high before the end of the week, and we see what happens. So going into this week, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same exact thing. I'm definitely excited. Semis are amazing, should continue to run. And outside of that, we're going to find where the rest of the money resides because we know there's money over there.
Okay. Okay, that's actually good to know. So we'll be on our toes. Let them open. We kind of already know where the money is. Watch list for the most part. The money still resides because those month and week triggers, well, at least the month triggers, are still good and seem to still be strong. But let's go ahead and get into it so we can get out of the way. Let's see. All right, so I don't have many. Right now, I am in Amazon 3700 for December 17th, and I'm liking Tesla. Um, I'm sure many people obviously are. It's kind of like a no brainer at this moment. We did get some corrective activity, obviously, after Elon, had to sell his shares. And we had a lot of profit taken. So this is giving another opportunity. Then they got a price target upgrade to 1400 in the process after hitting this low. So it did take out the low on the week at 987.31. And then immediately went two, tried to go three on the week. So we're gonna look for a 2-2 reversal on the week over 1137.06. Obviously, this will push the month back green at that trigger. So getting full time frame continuity moving back into the upside. Obviously, you can see the magnitude up to 12.43.49. The thing about Tesla is it only take a couple of days. If you really knew, especially whenever I believe myself in Killer and I believe LJ as well, took the 900s when we were about, roughly it was like 856. And so just getting up to 1,000 paid tremendously. Now, had I stayed in the position for just the 1119s, getting up to that 1243 would have turned um, it was a little bit into a lot. I mean, the trade overall would have netted over $1 million. We've seen that with another individual that many people follow, amazing trader, um, who turned, it was like 13 grand into like it's like 1.2 million. This is an opportunity, obviously, that does not want to be missed. With Tesla, especially with room to go overhead, just got to play that accordingly. Right now, Amazon to me is looking pretty good. Is going to nick top of a broadening formation just above, so about like 3,800. But I'm looking to take this up to 4,000. It's no obviously it's pretty clear that it's broken out of this range. If it gets over 37.7308, seems to be headed in that direction. We'll just have to wait and see. Right now, those 3,700s were up about like 61% or something like that. If you know the price of Amazon, that's actually a pretty good return. This is the reason why I put some time on it, in order to be able to see that move through and not kind of shortchange myself. But that's all pretty much I'm looking at currently, before I let things open up, because you know I basically only need a couple bullets. That's how I kind of operate. But investing for legacy. Uh, you had Fire Week last week, bro. What you looking at this week, man?
Um, thank you for the welcome, brother. All right, I'm gonna start with Jets. Definitely, I like what Boss Gang said about the almanac, about things that have been beaten up. So that this is definitely a situation here with the airlines. I like the hammer that I'm seeing on the day. It's bouncing off of last month's low. So if it makes it to above 23.73, which will be a two up on the week, I will be looking forward to make it a three up on the month, which will be above 25.20. And we've got good sentiment coming up with the holidays coming up. So I will be watching Jets, be watching Jets with the Pack family. Um, Definitely an area where it likes to bounce at. Currently by a point of control. Definitely worth us our attention right now, guys. So get your favorite airlines in order and ready, and be watching Jets with me too. Next, I will go to all right, man. XLY tech and discretionary absolutely murdered the market last week. So if XLY decides to continue on the rampage that it's been on, I like DG. I like Dollar General for sure. This is I wouldn't be surprised if it's on one resumes. He definitely loves these type of stocks, and he's been eating off these dollar stores for a while now. I see a lot more room to the upside on this stock. Is the main thing that entices me about Dollar General. Excuse me for looking to the side as well. I'm looking at my other screen, looking at the charts myself on my own charts. Helped me get all my thoughts together. What I had about a play before that I didn't write down. Secondly, if XLY decides to continue, I like McDonald's. McDonald's MCD. I like that double inside week that I am seeing. Also seems to be kind of making a bear flag on the daily chart I'm seeing as well. So if it's able to get a two up on the day, it's a hammer day with previous trading day. If it's able to get a two up, it should be looking like it wants to break out of that hammer that I'm seeing. I mean that flag that I'm seeing on the daily. So again, I think McDonald's is strongly worth watching, especially if XLY continues on this run. Next, if Tech decides to continue, of course, loving MU. Boss Gang got us in that a few weeks ago. It's still, I see plenty of room to the upside on that. I won't go into too many details of that because my brother got us the pack in that play right now. So definitely be looking to get back in. Got over 1,000% on this on Friday before I had to call it one. Get some rest. Um, Again, I do work nights for people who are not in the pack watching this and do not know the schedule that I'm on with my trading schedule, but just know your trading schedule and execute your plays. I will just make that small comment. I am also liking INVZ. INVZ is another, just doing research on semis. This is another semi play. I have never played this one before. Loving the room that I see to the upside for it. You can see on the monthly on FICO's bottom left screen, there's plenty of nice magnitude levels to the upside to take out here. It's been moving beautifully. The contracts look well. They have monthly contracts on these, and we like monthly. We like time in the pack. So I think the soonest contract expires mid-December. Like I said, a lot of bodies on it. Nice spreads. Definitely looking worth our eyes for sure. So I'll be keeping an eye out on them. I got my levels marked on them as well to break up. The day, the week. We'll see. Um, Last, I want to keep my list small this week. I just want to practice more focus right now on my trading. I like plug. I'm loving plug. It's EV. If EVs decide to keep running as well, this is definitely an EV sympathy play. I like the hammer that I'm seeing on the week. It's full time frame continuity to the upside, and it's some nice magnitude levels as well to take out. So that's the thoughts that I leave the pack family with. What I'll be watching going into this week, and of course, we'll pivot when the markets pivot and pivot. If my brother sees something quicker than I do, pivot with one of the moves that they see. So let's eat like we do.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate that. Mr. Check My Resume, Mr. Friday. Look, how you have such an impact and you barely even traded last week. Hey, boy, my guy, he could shoot, not even be in the gym. What's good? What you got for us this week,
Man,
bro?
man, just chilling, man. What's crazy, man. I didn't see like a whole lot. I have like a pretty nice size list most weeks, but this week, like in terms of what I'm seeing, it's more downs. I just see a lot of downside setups. Not to mean that the market is going to go down, but the setups that I see, in terms of, I like to identify reversals with long moves, and there wasn't a lot out there. So either stuff was already like running up into continuation, like near all-time highs or something like that, or it kind of just fell out the floor over the last week or so. So it wasn't no in between really. But you hit on a few of those, to be honest. So let me get right into it. The first one, Boss Gang, you'll like this one. Juniper. So on Juniper JNPR, looks like we already in continuation. So I'm just looking for this inside week to break. On Juniper, I got levels above 32.53 to break on the week on Juniper. Friday it created like a shooter, but it's still creating higher lows. So I still think Juniper is bullish and moving to the upside. We had through all that happened last week, and they had an inside week. That's a pretty decent sign. So anyway, definitely like the way Juniper setting up. Looking for the inside week break there. Next one I got on my list, dipping a little bit into XLP if it decides to do anything, and that's PepsiCo, Pepsi, PEP. Pepsi also had an inside week. Actually, Pepsi has a double inside week. Sorry. And so I'm looking for Pepsi to break. I like those weekly breaks. And our level there is 165.03 on Pepsi. I haven't played Pepsi, but maybe like once or twice in my trading career. So it's definitely, I haven't played Pepsi since I've been in the pack. So I'm gonna take a flyer on this one if it breaks. But I definitely like the setup here. If it does break, it's gonna retest all-time highs of 166.43. So just want to see what it can do. I like the setup. The next one that I saw, y'all remember this one a few weeks ago? CAR, CAR. Keep this one on your radar. Double inside weeks on CAR. We've got a level above, what is this, 289.23 for that weekly break on CAR. So just kind of watching. It's just been going flat since it had its breakout. So just kind of keeping an eye on it and see what it's going to do there. But we do potentially have that double inside week break going into next week. So we'll see what's up. All right, next one I have, we've got VIX. We've got VIX. My levels on VIX here, just real quick. Potential 2-2 reversal on the week above 2120. So again, if we do get, kind of like that split action between the market where you've got a couple sectors running hard and then the rest is just kind of like doing nothing, be mindful what's going on with the VIX. Next one on the list, and I'm gonna speed it up here, is a play I'm already in from the XLU sector, and that's SO. SO's just been kind of flat and sideways the last few weeks, but we got a 322 on the week above 62.73. So it's just seesawing right now. It hasn't it hasn't really made a direction, but I'm sitting in December 17s. I could have taken some like earlier profits, but I'm just sitting and holding. I'm not up to a full position yet anyway, so just keep yourself on that one for XLU sector if you want to diversify yourself. Next one here is TLT on my list. We got the 20-year bond. This is a hedge play in case we do have some downside action or the market, becomes a bit fearful. Folks, the big time investors like to put their money in bonds. So definitely keep your eye on TLT. We got a 2-2 rev on the week above 148.60. Also on the list, my boy FICO Jordan covered this one. That's Tesla. Just like he said, there's nothing really to add there. I like the 2-2 rev on the week. I will probably take that trade no matter what if it breaks that level. So that's the only comment I really have on that. And shoot, that's all I got, man. That's my list. Back to you, FICO.
Okay, that's what's up. So obviously, I tell people I probably think more like you than anybody. That's exactly what I was seeing on a lot of setups, which got me real interested in terms of there are things that are becoming very cheap. So when going into the next month and the last month of the year, it's gonna be real revealing where they decide to put their chicken at.
Yep, yep.
Because it's a lot of stuff that's about to be coming up on discount. So I got my eyes kind of peeping on. Okay, what y'all doing over here with this? But it's obviously real clear where they're trying to put their money right now. Um, Boss Gang VIP, man, you anchoring this 4x1, my guy. What you got for us?
Man, gonna keep it real clean and simple. We got MU again this week. Legacy brought that up. Semiconductors, those are going to continue to run. TSM this week above 124.80. We're going to try to get that breakout. Strong move. Again, we're just getting things that have been lagging behind. Semis are not going anywhere, so we got to keep our eyes on those. That looks like it's really solid to make a move. I love that call out by Legacy, the INVZ. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on that. I saw that chart and I'm just like, wow, that looks amazing. We saw XLU pushing up, had a little bit of straightening for the month. Earl mentioned that SO, so utilities in case of any volatility anytime should get the push up. So we've been sitting in XLU for December. Going to look to XLP, KMB, Kimberly Clark. Got a couple levels on Kimberly Clark, KMB. So I'm looking at a day at 135.51 and a week at 136.15 on KMB. Really solid. 2 up on the month, 2 up on the week. It's 2 up everywhere. A little bit straight, a little pullback, little pullback, green quarter, all that good stuff. So KMB looking to take this one to magnitude, broke back within range. Looking for it to break up out this chop and take off. So I'm gonna look Kimberly Clark, give myself some time on that one. Definitely liking that. Looking at clean energy, ICLN. The good thing about this is an ETF, so you can do a little DD and look within ICLN for tickers that you might like, setups you might like, and things you might recognize. I'm looking at ICLN. It's been really bullish in a strong uptrend, especially with the infrastructure bill and Joe Biden speaking about clean energy specifically. We got these strong moves up on this week, made it two up, pulled back, got some failed two downs on the week, created these double inside hammers. So I'm looking for that to break to the upside on an ICLN stocks above 24.82. So that looks really, really solid right there. So if ICLN takes off tons of magnitude, it's been really, really, really bullish. Just a little bit of straightening, a chance to get in on some discounts on your favorite ICLN stocks. Another one, TAN, the solar ETF, similar situation, being really, 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 really bullish. Rejected these two down weeks, comes into the next week making these hammers. So we'll see what happens on this one. Possible small gap on the micro to the downside, but other than that, I am very bullish on solar ETF. And this is just one of those things on these, which we keep mentioning to people. We want to be able to take advantage of long plays in their time to take advantage of these long plays when you get these TTOs, say on the week, just a little bit straightening, and then they're pushing back into strength. So you definitely got to keep your eyes on those. Couple I'm going to be looking at within those. Fuel cell, of course, I always got to look at fuel cell. Just one of our favorites. We just know that when we get into this, it pays. You can see this action that we got on the week. So again, on fuel cell, we've been bullish, got a little bit of straightening, failed two down on that week. So I'm looking for an entry on fuel cell above, on a day actually, above 1021. We get a strong move back to the upside. That'd be nice. I see a little micro downside, so I'll keep my eyes on that one. And the last one I'm looking at is BLDP. There's a clean energy right here. I want to see what happens on this one. Looks like a failed two down. It is green on the quarter. Is two up, red on the month. So I'm looking for this one to push back into strength above 1669. So yeah, if we get above 1669 back into strength, to me, this just look like a little bit of straightening. If clean energy shows strength, this is one of the leaders in that, and we'll make a lot of money. One of the things about it, again, with these, you want to give yourself time. There is a ton of magnitude on these. You don't want to cheat yourself. One of the things we've been keeping an eye on discount is Vail. We've been trying to get this to fill the gaps to the downside. It may have slightly more room to the downside, or it may be kind of basing out here. What we're going to look for this is to base out, and then I'm going to take starter contracts long. I am going to be in this early. I am prepared to sit through some chop on this one. The reason is because the value on the 2024 contracts has been kind of basing out. So we trade money, and based on the money, the actual value of the contracts, they've been holding the value really, really strong for the people who've been tracking those. So I'm definitely tracking the price on the contracts, making sure I get the lowest contract with a ton of time. And in the pack, we try to get those combo meals. So I'll be looking to get some combo meals. What those are is when we take these longer out contracts that give us time in case of pullbacks. And then when we see things start to move in force, we like to sometimes take on these weekly contracts and take advantage of the bullish price action and the IV going in our direction. So that's all I got for you, FICO. That's all I got, Pat. It's on the mute. It's on the mute.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty consistent, obviously, for the last 4, 5, I don't know, 19 weeks. That's all. I just
Long time.
long time.
Long time.
Pretty much keep it pretty clear at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we do this every Saturday. To kind of get you to watch lists very, very early. We like to have these discussions as early as possible. Obviously, back in the trading community and in the den. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you are new, share this link. Obviously, it will get posted as soon as we kill the feed. It's a lot of people who are going to be able to benefit on how we educate, how we trade, and how we get to the chicken, just to be able to show you where the money resides. Bros, y'all got anything before we get up out of here?
No, just
No, go ahead, resume.
just stay sharp, man. Follow the charts. Don't be biased. That's the one of the big things, man. Just eliminate your bias. Just follow what the data's telling you. And I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Man.
Pretty
And get
simple.
Big
help.
fact,
Get help.
big
We
fact.
here. We're here to help. We're here to educate. You know, I'm not the best mathematician in the world. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. I just try to really, really keep it simple and get help when I need it, and just be really, really diligent about the moves that I'm making, and keeping my emotions out, not having FOMO. There was an example, Apple went crazy. I missed out on Apple because I was already in MU the next day that took out. We had a pack member who was in Dollar Tree. He wanted to get an MU. I said, man, your Dollar Tree is looking fire. Stay in your Dollar Tree, and that continued to move. So, we definitely, as Resume said, we don't want to be biased. We just want to keep it simple and find where the money resides. And if you need help, get help. That's what we're here for. We're here to educate. Make sure you guys subscribe. Get this work.
Yep. Yep. Take them alley oops.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
100%.
Run with the pack. Stronger
Yeah,
together, y'all. We stronger together.
Yeah. Don't
man. Look,
forget to like and subscribe.
yo,
Follow, follow
I
us on social.
I am alone
Yeah.
Oh,
in
that's
the
fine.
lobby.
I'm standing up in the hallway.
We
I'm
finna
on
go
the
see some
road.
Man.
football.
We here for y'all.
Hmm.
No matter the work. You know what I'm saying? The work don't stop.
I ain't been
Um,
asleep yet.
you see.
Right. I know you
So,
haven't.
hey, if you guys have any questions, if you're already in the pack, you know what I'm saying, hit us in the Discord. You can find us on IG. You can see our names tagged here in our images. This is exactly what you type in to find us on social media. If you are not in the pack, you're very interested, want to get some information, visit www.alphapack trading.com. Alpha Pack Trading on Instagram, Alpha Pack Trades on Twitter. We'd be love to have you. We'd love to, be able to educate you and show you how you can be a more independent and confident trader within yourself. If you don't believe us, go ahead and type in the comments. I'm sure people in the pack will let you know exactly how we operate. Education first. So, with that being said, boy,
Bye
Fighter
bye.
Jordan. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend. And until we see y'all on Monday, have a great one.
All
Peace.
right.
Yeah.
Peace.